exceptions. So to recap, state is checkpointed in storage table, is replied multiple times, no heavy code should be in orchestrator function, and orchestrator should be deterministic. That's basically what I wanted to share with you. That's all. If you have any questions, welcome.
I have a question about pricing in comparison with usual Azure functions.
It's the same. It's the same function because once it hits the first activity function, it's not active anymore because the state is already saved and it's unloaded. Nobody uses it. So this durable functions can run for weeks. So you can just run a function that will await for some external event, like incoming email, for example, and it will stay dormant for that time.
For example, for your picture that you have one at the beginning,
Yep.
three in the middle, one
Yes.
at the right.
Yep. Yep.
So will we pay for 6 executions?
For this one.
Yes.
So orchestrator function will execute. Yes, it. Yeah, it will be like short executions because it will just restore the state, hit next activity function, trigger it, and goes.
So we will pay for 5 plus each
Oh,
time.
that's what you mean. Yes.
And plus orchestrator.
Orchestrator, of course. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Each time.
Yes. Yes.
So some overhead.
Yes. Some overhead. Yes.
Okay.
How is it with the image that you loaded? Is that then stored? Like, let's say this is a 10 gigabytes image or something like that. Where is that stored?
Image which I load. Yeah, it's Azure blob storage.
So, but the function is loading that into the function, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when it.
Oh, you mean when we call the activity where this image is stored?
Yeah.
So it's also stored in the. It goes with the message, or it's stored also in some internal structure that durable function framework builds for you in your storage account. So it's there. Yes. Yes. It's if you take a look into what into your storage, what you had. Suppose it was clean and nice, and then you start using durable functions, and you see some crap appearing. You. So you have to do it. Azure doesn't do it for you.
The thing is, like in this orchestrator function, you shouldn't do any I/O operations at all, because you can end up with this, like you'll hit the limits of this, like you're saying, like 10 gigabytes file adopted. The
Yep.
underlying storage will support that.
Yep.
You'll have another performance issues.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, in that case, we'll just rather like offload this load of image into another activity functions and store pointer somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be deterministic, right?
Yes, it's in the end how it should be done properly, because this was just to show the all possible. CVs. Yeah.
I have a question about external storage.
Mm.
You said that when you crop image,
Mm-hmm.
when state will be restored, it
Mm-hmm.
will be the same state because image wouldn't be cropped again. I understand correctly?
Yes. Yes.
So if we
Yeah, we
can state will be restored in nature, it can be different state.
Oh, what I meant is that we crop the image and we save it with the same name, so kind of in the same blob storage. And next time when it's the state is replayed, you read the same image, but it's already cropped. You could save it under the different name, but then still, like it's probably the way how it should be done, because then another time it gets replied, you read original image which is not cropped, and it will crop it again and save it again. So you should just think about it, about all these possible situations. More questions?
Yeah, just have a simple question. So if you had to solve this problem again, would you still utilize?
No, of course not. No. It's definitely not for image processing tasks, because you have this basically the most overhead you have, which you don't want to have, is you need to serialize the data, pass it, deserialize, process, and it's huge overhead. It's better to, if you want to do image processing, just run it in Docker container.
And maybe you could name a few appropriate ways to use durable functions.
Yeah, there are many nice use cases for like business needs, like when you need to react to some external events, or to when you have some difficult complicated pipelines, when this happened and I want this happen. It's basically the same what you have in AWS with step functions, but with step functions you have each function separately with a code, and then to see the whole workflow you go somewhere to some dashboard, look at it. But yeah, in Azure they solve it differently. You have everything together in one solution, like just in the code. You don't. If you go to Azure portal, you don't see how does it work. Yeah. Yes. That's the proper use case. Yeah.
Could you restart the function when you're just removing the storage?
Remove the storage and.
Restart the function like just from the beginning?
What do you mean?
Like if you have this run, maybe like you're on image 500, and then all of a sudden you remove the storage, then it would start from the beginning again, I guess.
If you remove all this data where the state was stored, of course, yes, it will. And the same, if your process was broken somewhere in between, then next time you run it, or in debug mode, for example, it will still try to restore the state. But sometimes you need to go to the storage and clean the history table. And if you don't clean the history table and play with the same process all the time, it gets so huge that at some point you see that something happens with my performance. It's like, I even asked on Twitter this. I wrote something like the Azure's Durable Functions sucks because the performance is unpredictable, and they immediately jumped in and started to answer how to do it and blah blah blah. It's a really nice way to approach them. Yes. Yeah? No questions? Thank you very much.